This is the Sand 212 coming to you for the Taku Crazy 88 channel, and today we are talking about if I'm going to get another MacBook, especially the MacBook Pro. Probably not. Also, this is the road to Youma 2016. Hopefully I'm pushing up the video every week starting today, which is Sunday. Road to Youma, aka YoumaCon 2016, Detroit, Michigan, Renaissance. Loving it. Like I said, MacBook. Last week, October 27th, Thursday, 2016, Apple decided to come out with a new set of MacBooks. Thinner, because, you know, that's all Apple does is just make everything thinner. I like thinner to non-functional thin. I'm really thin. Just everything got to be thin. Thin. And my thing is most people use their MacBooks as desktop replacements. Like, I have a on the go because I do have a daytime job, but I am a graphic designer. I have a MacBook, a little thin MacBook that I can take with me to go. But some people, if they make like the 13-inch MacBook, make it thinner, because that's like having, I want the power of a desktop with the ability of portability. That's what I think the 13-inch MacBook Pro is supposed to be. But the 15-inch, because they don't make the 17-inch, Apple, please come back with the 17-inch MacBook Pro. Retina display. I would love a 17-inch. I have a 15-inch 2012 Retina, and a 2011. I have two of them because I work off of two of those stations plus my MacBook right there. And usually I had them linked up to a monitor. Also, the monitor, I don't like Apple did come out with a monitor. They had LG sponsor a monitor for them this year around. Very disappointing. Very disappointing, Apple. Apple, you should have just came out with your own monitors. Even if you had to have LG supply the displays. I was kind of like irritated with that. I mean, are you getting rid of the monitor? Is the monitor ancient and you're just letting everybody else make ancient technology? And like, you have nothing for your MacBook. Oh, also that too. I'm even though I'm saying I'm discussing about getting a MacBook Pro, but I'm like, what about your Mac? I mean, your Mac Pro. Your Mac Pro. I'm hitting a lot of bumps. I'm on my Note 7. Not my Note 7, but my S7. Front-facing camera that has no image stabilization while I'm driving. That's kind of fucked up that it doesn't have any image stabilization. I thought it would have some image stabilization. Yeah, and I'm on a bumpy road. I digress. But the Mac Pro, not upgraded. Nothing about that. The Mac Mini, which a lot of people love, and it's just like Apple just like, oh, we're just trying to make you not like it so we can phase it the fuck out so it doesn't work. But what's the problem, Apple? You just refuse to come out with a system that's under $1,000? That's what you're trying to do? Well, a system under $1,100 now? Even though you kept the Apple Air, which the MacBook Air, which, you know, we know next year that's going to be gone. Because you're hoping, you're banking on everybody drop off for that $1,400 13-inch MacBook Pro and say, oh, it's skinnier, it's thinner than the MacBook Air. But the problem is that you don't have, for so Sharp Jesus, you were doing the correct thing. You're coming out with entry level full integrated systems. Now you're coming out with entry level, watered down, pro level, what you consider pro level MacBooks, and that's disappointing. I'm not a graphic designer. I'm not, if you're not a graphic designer, I'm a graphic designer, okay? But if you're not a graphic designer, or you're not doing video like that, or you're not doing, you just want, you want to feel the Mac experience, you can't have that no more. You have to go for that. You have to go for the 1500. Well, they just came out with a 12. They came out with a 1300. They kept the last generation model. They're still making the last generation MacBook 13-inch, and they're selling it for 1300. And then they selling a 13-inch MacBook Air for 1000. They say $999, but it's $1,000. Come on now, it's $1,000. You sell it for $1,000. They got rid of 11-inch MacBook Airs, which a lot of people like those little itty-bitty portable things. A lot of people like that. I would get one just because, you know, I just have it in my collection, my little collection. Like, look, MacBook. Remember when Apple did this? It's kind of innovative, kind of unique. And I wish Apple would rethink the MacBook, the Mac Mini. Rethink it. When I say rethink it, I think you need to go back. I really do. I think you really need to go back and let us upgrade the hard drive. Let us upgrade the RAM. That's, I don't need everything soldered in. It's a home desktop. It's just a mini desktop, but it's a home desktop. I should be able to upgrade the RAM. Apple, stop with this. Stop with this iOS shit. You're bleeding it into the. You're bleeding the wrong things into your Macs. You're bleeding that we change out every 2 years. Who the fuck? Who could afford every 2 years? A lot of people can't afford every 2 years. Yeah, it's the tech junkies that I gotta get the latest and greatest, but you're making your systems obsolete in 2 years because you're not giving them enough RAM and you're not giving them the ability to upgrade RAM. I think that's ridiculous. And I think you're going to start feeling it when people start moving back to, especially the consumers. They're going to start moving back. But you know what it's really going to be? It's going to be the creators, the artists. They're going to be moving back to Microsoft because the Surface books, they make you really want to go get one. They really want to make you switch back to Microsoft. Especially that new one, that one that folds down and turns. Oh my God, I love that thing. And then the little device. You really gotta appreciate that. For an artist, that's just like, oh my God, all the Photoshop integrations you can put into that thing. If you could customize it and tweak it the way you want it. Woo! And if they use it even for video, you can make that a spin down for Premiere, because you know there ain't no Final Cut Pro in Microsoft, but Premiere or Advent, people still using Advent. I don't know. Okay, back to if I'm gonna get one, I want one, like the want for one is there, but do I need it? Does the need for a new one plus the want equals out? See, that's the one thing most people like you want. Like if they gave it to me for free, I'm rocking it. I'm rocking it all day. If they gave it to me for $100, yeah, I'm busting $100 and I'm rocking it all day. But I'm gonna pay the full price for it? No. And I'm gonna say, if I had the full price, even if they was like, hey, I got an extra $1,500, $1,600. No, wait a minute. I get the one that I want extra $1,800. If I'm going for the 13-inch. If I had an extra $1,800 that I didn't have, that it was just there to blow, I still probably wouldn't get it. And I actually get a Chrysler discount, so it'll take it down to maybe about or I can use my student discount, whichever one. I can take it down. I can take it down a lot. But right now, if they probably not gonna let you use any discounts towards that because it's a new machine. And that's the ones if I get the touchpad. And that's the messed up thing is you don't even get the touchpad in the entry level. I think the touchpad, if that's the thing that you're rocking for your system, this is what's making the MacBook great, is this little touchpad up the top. Every one of those little motherfuckers should have a touchpad. Also, back into my previous video, black. What is the problem making black? You know that we wanted black. You'll probably come out with gold, you'll probably come out with pink, but you won't come out to black until like 50,000 years later when nobody's just like, okay, skip it, I don't want it no more. I'm just saying. Black. MacBook. Sexy, stylish. You want them. But are we getting that? No, we're getting space gray, a little bit darker. Which everybody's gonna go get the space gray because it's the newest, hottest thing out here. If they're gonna buy that. But I wanna see how many people actually buy the traditional keypad and don't get that touchpad. And watch Apple bring that down. Or they're gonna get rid of, they might be like Disney and just get rid of it all together. Oh, you don't want it? Oh, we're just gonna throw it away because we're not gonna bring it down in price. No, sir, revive. You're gonna buy it what we want to sell it for. Just like with Disney movies, you're gonna buy Little Mermaid at $29 all the time. We're just gonna throw it back in the boat. Don't let us throw it back in the boat. Oh, you don't want to pay for it? Throw it back in the boat. Now you don't get it for 2 years. That's how Apple would. I'd be like, oh, because they own by the same. Like I forgot Steve Jobs owned a piece of Disney. So yeah, they'll just like, well, we'll put that technology in the iPhone. You'll buy the iPhone. No matter what, you're gonna buy the iPhone. Same material, same piece of shit that you get you every year. You're gonna buy it. Because there's no innovation with the iPhone. I don't give a fuck what people say. They'll be like, oh, little things, you're gonna touch that, not touch it. And then 6 months down the later, somebody else does it. But they do it with software. You do it with hardware, they do it with software. Like they just reintegrate your shit. Apple's about refinement. And I mean purely, that MacBook is refined to what they wanted to do. But I'm not buying it. No. I'm not gonna buy it this year. I might wait till the 2017s with the 2-year processors, the ones that everybody else want. Why do you put those Kaby Lake processors in it? Why didn't you put those Kaby Lake processors in it? Well, it's 2017 when they come out with something like processors or 8th generation processors. You're gonna get your Kaby Lakes, but you're not gonna get them right now. You're gonna get them later. And this is the Sand 212 coming to you for the Taco Crazy 88 channel. And still doing stuff about electronics. All right. Goodbye.